G'day everyone, how you going? Welcome to part 2 of this video. I'm just doing a quick intro to say I didn't quite cut it where I thought I cut it on that video, part 1, and I've missed the benchmarking of the 3060. So what I'm going to do is the video will start with the liquid cooler machine. You'll go through, and then at the end I'll reveal both the benchmarking for it and the 3060 from the Dusty computer. So just letting you know that at the end you'll get the benchmark results. I hope you guys are doing all right. Prices for computers continues to be very high, and it continues to be making people hold off on upgrades and new builds here in Australia, so starting to really feel it. But the other thing I wanted to quickly mention is we're coming into autumn here in Australia, and now we're getting into a period where the weather gets a lot better for me in terms of going out and doing photography. So I'm hoping to start doing some photo walks. So you might see the odd photography video coming up in the next month or two. So yeah, look out for that if you're looking for photography stuff from my other playlist, which is my photography, which is more of a hobby than anything else. I do sell my photos online, but my main work is computers. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun, and I really enjoy getting out. And the weather's just a lot better in autumn and winter here. In summer it's just really humid and very hot, and it makes it very difficult to go out. I could still do it, but I just find it pretty overwhelming, the heat. But anyway, enough rambling. I'll let you get into the video, part 2, and we'll start off with the liquid cooler machine and go from there. Catch ya. Alright guys, I took this liquid cooler computer out the back, or out to the garage, and I gave it a dust out. Nowhere near as severe as the other one I did. Just a bit of dust on the bottom and the rear fans. But now we're going to put the new liquid cooler in. I've removed the old one because I believe the pump's dead. And yeah, I've gone for a Corsair Nautilus 360 RS. It's basically a basic model made by Corsair, and unlike some of their higher up models, this one just connects straight to your motherboard in terms of LEDs and fan control, which is my preferred way of doing it. The higher up Corsair models, they will come with these controller things, and you need software and everything, and it just overcomplicates it, you know. So this is a pretty good option. And the fans are daisy chainable, so you can just connect one fan to another via the cable, and then boom, they all run off one cable. So that's going to be very handy. So we'll get that fitted in now. What I'm also going to do is, this is actually a pre-build from Aftershock. The way they had it set up was I'll just stand this thing up. So the way they had it set up is the air was blowing out the side. I'm going to change it to blow in, pull in. So that's the panel where it was trying to blow out, and what I noticed is there's a dust filter there, which indicates the manufacturer of the case expects you to intake, not blow out, because it's supposed to like block the dust. going in. So I'm just going to fix that up with the new one, and it's pretty much the way I do all the sort of side mounted liquid coolers. You just pull the air in, and it just helps the liquid cooler, because the liquid cooler's been going to pull in cold fresh air instead of blowing hot air through it and not cooling as well as it could. That's what we'll do. So let's get into it. Alright, that's all roughly hooked up now, so we're ready to go plug it in. I made a bit of a boo-boo by hooking up the wrong connector for the chain, so that I ended up with a male instead of a female on the end, but fixed it up pretty easy. So we're good to go, and we'll go plug it in and let's see what happens.
Oh, here we go again.
Alright, last time I turned this thing on we nearly had a meltdown, so I'm hoping the new liquid cooler has sorted that for us, but only one way to find out. Here we go. Alright, so we're in the BIOS. Yep, look at that, it's coming down to 43 degrees on the CPU.
What, is it hot?
It's cold, damn cold.
Alright, and now you can see there that the temperature is looking a lot better. 39 degrees at the moment. Much better. So yeah, 100% it was the liquid cooler had died, and now the computer is running a lot cooler and at much safer temperatures, and all the lights are functioning now as they're supposed to, and it's looking fairly good. So that's just roughly connected. So now I've got to do a bit of a tidy up, and then we can give it a bit of a test and make sure everything's stable. It is a 3070 that he's got in there, so a couple of generations old, but it will still play games really well. And we'll probably have to do a BIOS update, because I'm guessing, yep, I'm just looking at the BIOS again. If I go over here, so the BIOS needs to be updated. It's got a 2021 BIOS on there, so we'll need to sort that out as well. But in the end, it's going to be a nice fix and minimal costs, which is what we all want to hear. All right, I'll get the BIOS updated, tidy it all up, and then we'll do a test. All right, catch you soon. Alright, the liquid cooler machine is finished and it's all tidied up now, and something I forgot to mention is, so yeah, down on the bottom you can see the bracket I got one of those brackets that mount to your motherboard and then support the graphics card from there. So had one of those lying around, and I've put that so that this card doesn't sag anymore. It was sagging pretty bad, so that was fixed as well. And the customer has just called me because he's in a hurry to get it back because he's got to go out. He needs to get the computer back fairly soon, so I'm going to have to rush the benchmark. I'm only going to have time to do the superposition, so but it's better than nothing. All right, we get Unigine superposition going. Let's see how this 3070 goes. Should outperform the other computer, which had a 3060 in it. We'll zoom into the details again. Yeah, it's definitely looking better. We're getting an average of 70 frames, whereas on the other machine it was around the 40. So we'll let that run. What on earth?
Nope.
Stupid message from Teams just came up and it cut the benchmark off. Are you kidding me? It's not even, oh my God, I have to run it again. Are you kidding me? Microsoft Teams, can you not? Who cares about Teams? I'm running a benchmark. How dare you freaking well cut my benchmark off just to tell me you need to sign in. That is rude.
Oh, nice to see a familiar face. Ichuta. How rude.
Alright, then there we have it. Yeah, 8920, yeah, that's definitely much better than the 3060 because it only got like 5,100 or something like that. So, yeah, about 3,000 more, that's pretty good. So it just shows you there's a big jump between like a 3060 to a 3070 in terms of performance, and that pretty much is the same even now. I'm pretty sure the 5060 I'll have to look it up actually. Just wondering if the jump is that much higher, but anyway, this computer is done and it's working fine and the fans aren't spinning up crazy or anything like that. And the CPU is not going into meltdown, which is excellent. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.